Good morning. Happy Monday. I had to think for a second then what day it is. Sorry, we're having camera issues again. I've got a new foundation on today. I've got the Elf Halo Glow. Elf Halo Glow. I don't know if I look a bit funny on the camera, but I don't know if it's a bit like, am I jaundice or am I a nice shade of olive? I can't tell. But yeah, it's Monday. I've just been out for a walk, had my breakfast, done some bit of like, done a clothes wash and stuff this morning, which it's not like me, that's not like me. But anyway, it's Monday, new week. First up, let's start this vlog by saying if you have like Sunday scaries and anxiety for Monday, you wholeheartedly are in the wrong situation. And it's not very often I make bold like advice choices like this, but I feel quite strongly about this one in that you should change up your situation. I'm such a firm believer of like everyone has choices and not you know, not everyone's life is the same and it's not easy and it is difficult. But I do think if you have anxiety about going to work on a Monday morning, you should start to think about change, and I will leave that there before I go any further. But I just think it's not worth it. Like, it's not worth it, especially a job when there's so many options out there. So yeah, that's my 2 pence for a Monday morning. But yeah, good week this week. So I will address the fact that every week is quite similar at the minute, but I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the pace. I'm really enjoying like me putting my effort into things that I actually want to, rather than having to spread myself. Like if you work for a brand or if you've worked in the corporate world, you know how thinly you need to spread yourself. And so every day, and it's probably coming across in the vlog actually, like I'm doing every day is a bit of a, it doesn't feel like rinse and repeat because every conversation's different, but it is just what I'm really focusing on this week. I sat down last night, as I always do, and mapped out like my whole week and what my goals are. And honestly, my goal for this week is just to finesse everything, like level up how I'm speaking to clients, level up how I'm delivering myself, level up how I'm selling the business. But also I'm obviously doing a lot of pitches, and you know, I'm doing a lot of decks and stuff. Leveling up how I am like selling things and closing things, and actually this pitch worked but this one didn't, so what's the difference? And I spent a lot of time last week, and I've got a few calls this week actually with other agency founders and business owners, and they've said that like everything I'm doing is right. And I'm not saying this, I'm not doing this work because I feel insecure or like fearful that I'm doing things wrong. I'm having, like you guys have seen, I'm having calls with incredible brands and incredible creators, so I'm in the right space. It's just that getting things over the line takes a long time. And so am I like zoomed in on this camera? Oh my god, I was zoomed in. The irony that I run a YouTube agency and I can't work a camera is ridiculous. It makes me laugh every time. But yeah, I just feel like this week is very much the same. I've got some really cool calls this week with both creators and brands, and it's just really getting people excited about YouTube and YouTube creators and content creators and what podcasts can be doing that I don't think they're doing at the minute. And so really putting that enthusiasm into everything that I'm doing. And then I also want to go back and look at some old pictures and like, what could I have done better, or like what's the 1% extra that I could have added. So it might seem like a bit of a boring week, but honestly, I have come from corporate world where it's busy, there's noise all the time, everything chops and changes every 2 minutes, and I am loving the pace. I'm loving owning my own time. I'm loving leaning into conversations that could actually take me somewhere, and it's really exciting. So yeah, I'm ready for this week. I'm really ready, and I'm just like having a really wholesome time, which is what I wanted for Q4 of my year. I wanted to like really lock in, really work hard, get some really good pipeline going for Q1, and yeah, that's what we're doing today and this week. So I'm going to a coffee shop, shock horror. I was going to work from home this morning, but I simply can't do it. I simply cannot do it. It's not the way I want to start my week. So I'm going to go to a coffee shop. I've got calls for about 2 hours. Then I've got the rest of the day. I've got the pitch tomorrow, the first call of the pitch. So I'll let you know how that goes. And I will tell you what it is once it's over the line, or once it's not over the line, I'll tell you. But yeah, and then I did have an update actually. Do you know I had that really big creator meeting in London? They are going to shoot a series with a brand, the first series, and then I've just said, can I take over after that and like come in after that? So I'm just waiting to hear back on that. So yeah. But this is the game. This is the game that I chose to play in terms of it's a numbers game at this point. And so, yeah, more numbers, more aim of getting the yeses. And that's kind of where we're at. Also, I'm sorry, I've moved my house around this weekend, by the way, so that's why the mirror's here. But I got this jumper. I went to Chester for the day on Saturday and it was so good. And I got this jumper from Zara. I don't know if you can actually see it. But I put it on with black jeans. Oh, put it on with black jeans and I really didn't like it. But this, I love it. I just love it. I think it's so nice and so chic. And it's like, you can't really see. It's like baggy at the back. So yeah, this is outfit of the day. Meeting number 1 done. I have been out. I don't know what time it is. I think it's 11. It's about 11. But I've been out. I've got home. I have had the 1 coffee of the day and I'm just making a matcha. I'll show you in a minute. But my friend bought me this. Let me just turn the semi-skimmed milk off. This, can you see? Oh, so you basically, I don't really know any matcha queens. I don't even know if you can see this. I'm doing the little M thing. I don't know if this is what you do. I think that's too much water as well. But yeah. Meeting number 1 done. I will say, I feel a bit like I don't know what to do with myself today. Is this a Monday ritual? Because did I say this last week? I fear I did. Also, please do not judge this vase. I'm essentially the queen of buying shit vases. And this is one of them. The flowers are dying. But yeah, I'm not even going to go into it, long story. I've got about 700 vases and they're all not nice. But anyway, yeah, I'm making a matcha. I've had a meeting. I've just got 3 meetings coming up back to back. So yeah, I'm feeling twiddling my thumbs a bit today and I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out, so I need to think about that. But I mean, I'm fine. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive. But I'm just a bit like, there's something I'm not getting. And I don't know if it's because what I spoke about this morning, like the whole, it's quite slow progress at the beginning. And I am used to moving at quite a pace. Am I explaining boredom? Am I explaining boredom? I don't know if I am or not. Anyway, I think I'm doing the right things and the conversations are happening. And it is exactly what I said this morning. It's like rinsing and repeating until activity starts to happen. I have just had a call with someone. They want me to do a training session in January and I have a funny feeling that people are putting the feelers out for YouTube and creator stuff, because I do creator strategies as well. I have a feeling that people are putting the feelers out for their 2026, God, I forgot what year it is, for their 2026 marketing activity, because being from a brand, I know that that's what happens. Like November, you get your Christmas campaign out. All throughout November and December, you kind of seed your Christmas campaign, and then January hits and it's like go time for the rest of the year. So that's what I'm predicting will happen. Who knows, because it does all change. It all changes all the time so quickly, and you just, that's the thing with starting a business. It's a lot of it, especially in an agency, a lot of it's so out of your control. And so I'm telling myself, just enjoy the slower pace for now. But then the other part of me is like, fuck, should I be worried? I don't feel like I should be worried, but then it's my business and it's my livelihood and it's my future. Should I be worried? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just in a twiddling thumbs mood and it's earing me out. I don't like it. This is my matcha, by the way. I'm actually not that bad at making a matcha. I feel like that might look a bit disgusting, but I'm actually not that bad at making a matcha, and I'm quite enjoying it. The milk, so, but I'm enjoying the matcha. Two things. We're back on the hating working from home. I simply cannot. We're back to week 1. How does anyone do it? I've been at the coffee shop for about an hour, and then I came home because I had loads of calls. I've done them and I'm like, I'm going fucking mental, so I'm going back out. Also, second thing, I need to show you my living room, because I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but I basically moved into a new area, a new apartment about 6 months ago. And when I tell you I've done nothing, like my apartment's really high ceilings, like big rooms, and I'm just a bit like, I don't know how to dress this space. Anyway, last week I was like, this is happening no longer. I am a business owner and I need to start taking myself seriously. And so I've pretty much decorated the whole of my living room. So let me show you what I've done. I will just flip you around. So, actually, let me start in here. Oh, hello. Right, okay, so I'm gonna give you a walking tour. This is a nice little situation. I've just ordered a mirror right now for here, so that will have like a skewy mirror on, which is cute. That's a big lampshade, which I cannot put because the ceilings are 20 foot tall. This, I need a lamp, and I found one at Home Sense last week and it's gone, so I need that to come back in. Ignore that blanket there, but this, look how cute that setup is. I'm sorry, but I put those canvases up myself. It took, this one took me 14 hours. This one took me 14 seconds. So that situation, my cushions need propping and stuff, but that situation's cute. And then mirror doesn't really go, but I'm gonna put my Christmas tree there. And then this is my TV, which I think needs a bit more work, but as a whole, we're looking okay, aren't we? I'm quite impressed with that for someone who's not really into interiors. I'm enjoying this situ. Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking at myself. I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happened. But yeah, I'm just about to head out for 2 hours because death by deck. So I'm going out for 2 hours. 3 till 5, it's actually 3:30, so an hour and a half. 3 till 5, 3:30 till 5 to finish this deck, and then gym for cardio night, cardio and abs tonight. So yeah, feeling good. I've been productive. I'm always productive. That's the thing. I'm always productive. I always do my to-do list every single day. That's not an issue. It's just the sheer like, look, there's nobody in here. Where are the people? There's nobody in here. Oh, it drives me mad. It drives me mad. Anyway, my tree's just arrived. Anyone who doesn't have a tree in their home needs to have a tree in their home, because that is pure joy. Pure fucking joy. Morning. We are back. We are going down. This thing zooms into my face. I'm sorry, but that's not acceptable. I'm going to the coffee shop that I went to last week, just because it's a little bit away from where I live, so it's a bit of a walk, a bit of a change of scenery, different coffee shop to where I go all the time, and just, I like the vibe. They accommodated us, they moved the whole fucking cafe around for us, they fed and watered us, and I had a really nice time. So yeah, going there today, just a bit of a co-work day today, and then I will, sorry, I'm just on the road, so there's a bit of noise. But I will go back home. My pitch meeting's at 2 PM. Also, I do realise I've been hyping this pitch meeting up. It is a pitch meeting. Essentially how it's come around is I'm incredible at like getting in front of people from brands or whoever, and it's not always easy, but I always manage to get there somehow. Anyway, I've managed to get in front of this guy who like knows people who I know, and knows people who they know, and it's all like a bit of a circle. So I managed to get in front of him and say, I want to pitch you a YouTube channel, do you want one? And he's like, no, but I'll listen to you, you come recommended, like blah blah blah. So I'm like basically telling him today what I want to do. So we've built out a deck, but I just want to tweak it because I don't feel 100% happy with it. So that's what I'm doing this morning. And I've also got a call with a guy called Chuffs, who I will say I've not heard of before, but he's got a really successful YouTube channel, and I've had a look and it looks great. So I don't know if they want me to do some work with them or not, so I'll have a call with them this morning, and then the rest of the day is just finessing this deck. And then I've got Pilates tonight. I don't know why I feel like I need to give you a rundown of my day every day, but I've got Pilates tonight, and then I'm going for a massive, like really long walk with my friend Amy. So really good day. So yeah, I'll bring you along with me. Just saying, I'm just in a coffee shop, so if it's loud, just let me know and I'll try and relocate. There's like speakers everywhere, I'm trying to hide from them. Yep. I don't know what it is, but I'm just feeling out of sorts today, and I felt like this yesterday, and also, if you remember, I felt like this last Monday and Tuesday as well. I don't know if anyone's ever had this before, but when I had a full-time job, when I worked, because running joke between me and my friends that we keep saying I'm unemployed. I'm obviously not unemployed. I'm building a business. But when I worked, I used to feel like this on a Thursday every single week, and I don't know if it's like a mental thing, like a mental blocker, but I just feel a bit like in a slump, but not, I don't know what it is, just feel a bit in a slump. And I felt like this last week, and so I'm hoping that it's not going to be a recurrence. I'm also hoping that tomorrow is like a day where I'm like, fucking hell, this is amazing, I'm so excited. But yeah, it's not like nothing's happened. I feel really good. I feel good in myself. I had a really good conversation. Also, if anyone knows who Chuffs is, and I honestly, when I tell you I'm a plant in this world, but also it acts in my benefit because it means that I look at everything from like an outside point of view with no like preempt of who people are or like what people are up to. So it does really work in my favour. But like, he's got millions and millions and millions of subscribers, which is hilarious. So yeah, but yeah, that is my day. I'm just gonna go home. I'm going for lunch, and then I'm making lunch at home. Couple of bits, the pitch call, so I'll let you know how that goes, and then Pilates and a big walk. So I've got a really nice day planned. But yeah, I just feel like slumpy, and it's pissing me off, quite frankly. Any tips, any suggestions of how I can snap out of it, please let me know, because this is not a vibe. This is not going to take over my Monday and Tuesday every single week. One thing about me, I am so mentally strong. I will not let it overcome me. But yeah, any tips, please send my way. Am I wearing the same jumper? Oh, let me turn the music down. I'm actually just coming on to tell you about my music. But am I wearing the same jumper as yesterday? Not the same outfit, and I did, the full outfit is a blazer over the top, but I am definitely wearing the same jumper as yesterday, which is okay. But I realise I haven't spoke about music on here for a hot minute being 1 week. But I was listening to Fleetwood Mac all day yesterday, and I just thought, what a vibe, and something that I must speak to you about, because as we know, I've been testing the water with music a little bit and trying to go back into the archive. I actually want to speak to my mum about what she used to listen to, because I don't know about you, but my mum's taste in music is so good. Like the beat's different, and it's like, it's just good nostalgic music. And yeah, so I need to have a conversation with her about that. But I've been listening to Fleetwood Mac and having a right royal good time. Also, on a very different wavelength, there is a guy called Mustafa the Poet, who is a very, I think he's a small creator. I think he's a under the radar artist, but he's very like soulful, melodical. We'll make up a word. But I was listening to him in bed last night, honestly laid in bed like this with my phone. Where's my phone? And I was like, So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know, because last time I think I listened to music, oh no, it was Chris Brown, but the time before that it was classical, so we're on a journey. I'm enjoying the journey actually. Teddy Swims I've also been listening to a lot at the minute, but I'm just a bit I'm definitely over R&B, not over my R&B era, but I'm over listening to it at the minute, and therefore I'm struggling to know what to listen to. So Fleetwood Mac and Mustafa the Poet and Teddy Swims it is, and I am here for all of the above. I've decided to give myself an early finish because I'm not in a funk. I've just been sat at home and I was watching a vlog back from a couple of weeks ago, and it's the one where I was sat in the Trafford Centre outside JD, and I was clearly welling up in that moment. And I watched how I was in that video, and I was working on my own time, and that seemed to work. And I think what's happening is I'm putting too many restrictions and rules in place, which I do sometimes. Don't trip up. Yeah, I do sometimes. And I think that's making me feel a bit claustrophobic. And I've done everything I need to do today, so I've given myself a really early finish. And I'll tell you where I'm going and what I'm doing on my walk in a minute, because I do these woo walks, but actually they work so well. But also, I was just sat watching that video and watching me get emotional, and it's actually just been a really big reminder to stop being so hard on myself and that I'm doing okay. And I think that's what I've been doing as well. Too many restrictions, too many rules, and not giving myself enough grace, which I am guilty of doing that. So I've done everything I needed to do. I finished up and I've just come out for a walk, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm just gonna enjoy an hour on my own of walking around where I live, which I'm obsessed with. Was being in my own head, being in my own thoughts. I've left my phone at home. I've got Pilates when I get back, and then I'm seeing a friend afterwards. So it's just a reminder really to just chill out a little bit. But there's loads of lessons in this journey, but one of them is it's so easy to fall into a pattern of being hard on yourself and telling yourself that it's not working. And it's slow in the beginning. Building an agency is really slow in the beginning, and I think just watching that back then has just made me realise that like things are happening and exciting conversations are happening. And everyone I speak to who's on this journey, who's been on this journey of starting an agency and starting a business, have all said it's about planting a seed now for 6 months time, in a year's time. So it's just put things into perspective a little bit, and just to chill out, stop putting like stranglers around everything and stop holding things so tight, and to just let go a little bit. So I've just come out on a walk, and I'd call them manifest walks, and I don't do them a lot, but when I do them, weird things happen. Like when a few weeks ago when I was feeling really shit about myself, if I'm being honest, like I was feeling really attacked and not the most confident. And honestly, I walked out of the bush. I wasn't even in a bush. There's basically an arch of bushes, and I walked through it, and this woman was like, oh my god, you look amazing. And then obviously it happened twice in the same day, and I was on a manifest walk when that happened. And they're essentially, I go out and I leave everything at home, camera, everything. I just go out for about an hour and I walk and I just talk about what's going on. It's not like a vision board. Like, I talk about what's going on, where I've come from, what my experience is, what conversations I'm having now, what are the prospect clients I've got, who are my dream clients, what's actually happening in like business world, and the pitches that I'm doing, and the proposals that I'm doing, and clients that are coming to me, and clients that I'm outreaching to, and who's in my network. And then I try and group that into what could this agency actually look like. And that's essentially what I do. I do it about work and my business, I do it about finances, I do it about friendships, I do it about family, I do it about relationships, I do it about my life in general, I do it about me personally. And I just do them when I feel like I need a little pick me up. And I don't know what it is, but I did one the other day, and then I bumped into someone that I was thinking about just after it. It was the weirdest thing. And I will be honest, I don't really believe in like woo magic. I'm very like, you get out of what you put in, and hard work pays off, and you know, energy grows where attention, whatever the saying is, energy flows where attention goes, and all of that jazz. That's my vibe. I'm very literal with stuff. But this one thing, I've been doing it since I moved here, which is in March, so 6 months. And it just seems to, one, it seems to pick me up and give me a buzz back and put my energy and positivity back into my mindset and like push me in the right direction. But two, weird things just seem to happen when I do them. And I like it, so I keep doing it. And there's way worse things to be addicted to than manifest walks. So if anyone wants to give them a go, then I highly recommend, because they are working wonders for me. So yeah, that's essentially what I'm doing. I'm just going to switch off. I'm just going to get inside my thoughts for a little bit and just actually talk to myself about what's going on, rather than sitting at home feeling sorry for myself and feeling like this is not going anywhere, because it is. And I just, sometimes you just got to give yourself a bit of a kick up the ass. So that's what I'm doing today, really. There is a reason I do manifest walks, woo walks. I actually don't think we should call them manifest walks, because it's not like I go out and like ask for the world. It's more like I rack my brains for like everything that's going on. Like, where am I at? Where am I going? What's actually happening? And then I'm just like, if this could happen, that would be amazing. Like, if we get into this situation, that could be amazing. However, we know I had a bit of a crappy day yesterday. I'm just getting really in my head with the amount of pitches and proposals and calls I'm having versus what's coming back. And I don't know if that's a bit too raw to share or a bit like too much insider information, but it's the reality of what's happening. And the more people I speak to, I think it is quite normal. However, I really need to work on it. Like, I can't just accept that that's what it is. And it's not that I'm sending things out and nothing, like I'm getting no's. It's that I'm sending it out and then not much is coming back, or people will say, this is great, I'll come back to you. Like, thank you so much, it's really good to see, I'll come back to you, and then they never do. And maybe when I look back at this video in a few months' time, I'll be like, oh, you fucking idiot. That's because you weren't doing X, Y, and Z. But I feel like I don't know what I don't know, and I honestly feel like there's something I'm doing that I don't know what I should be doing. Does that make any sense? And it's just making me feel a bit crap, and like, not is this gonna work, because I don't feel like that. I feel like I'm going somewhere, but there is always an element of it not working. But I've been feeling like what I'm doing isn't in high enough demand, or I'm not talking to the right people. And so anyway, I just went out for a big walk, and I'm gonna be honest, I was like, this week is just owning me and I'm not owning the week, and I don't really like that. So anyway, I've just gone out for a big walk and I've come back and I'm like, let's fucking go. So when I have my breakfast, I'll show you what I'm having actually in a minute. I've been making a smoothie because oats just aren't the one. We've spoken about that. Overnight Weetabix is great, but I'm gonna be honest, it clogs the old tummy up, I think. So that's down the drain. I don't really know what else to have, so I've been making a banana, date, cinnamon, oat like protein smoothie, and it's really thick and really nice. So I'm gonna have that, and then I'm gonna go and sit in Gales because it opens early. Everywhere here opens at 9, which is really annoying, but it opens early. So I'm just gonna sit, and today is my day of outreaching. And then I've got calls with really interesting people today. So I've got a call with Jordan at the Sidemen, who we chat sometimes, and I just check in really and say, hi, how are you doing? And we just have a chat. I've got a call with a girl called Larry, who she's a consultant and she used to work at Vive with Genevieve. So her, and then I've got 2 other calls and I can't remember off the top of my head who they're with, but it's all like consultancy stuff today and outreaching. And then I've got some bits on Small House this afternoon because that dinner's next week. So I've got some more sign-ups for that. So that's really good. So productive day, and I like doing this. I like the business development side of it, and I mean, I've spoken on here about it before, but I like the building of the business. That's my favourite thing to do. So I've got a day of that today. So all the work I'm doing is fun. I'm loving it. I just need to get over this little thing. Not get over it. And it's not impatience. It's me doubting myself. I know that. But I need to get over the insecurity of things not happening, because they are happening. It's just being patient with it. This is my smoothie. It's so thick. I love anything like a really thick, it sounds awful, but like gloopy texture. I love it. This is just milk, semi-skimmed, 1 frozen banana, chia seeds, flax seeds, cinnamon, yogurt, protein, and oats. And it's just like ice cream. It's honestly so good. I'm gonna make them, I'm gonna make loads of it tonight, and I'm gonna make them into overnight oat bowls, and I've put blueberries in this actually, but make them into overnight oat bowls and put like yogurt and fruit on top so that it feels a bit more, but it keeps me full until lunch, so I'm happy with that. It's so tasty.
I go from my house.
This week is eating me alive, actually eating me alive. I just feel like I'm in a daze. I feel like my mind's so preoccupied, and it's because of what's been going on. I actually had a call with a therapist this afternoon, and honestly I just cried, because things like that just affect you. I don't know if you've watched the vlog a couple of weeks back, you'll know what I'm talking about, but it's just affecting me and taking over my brain. And this week is a really low confidence week, which I think is normal, more from a personal point of view, and it's really making me question myself. But today is just a weird, like every call I've had has cancelled, not cancelled, rearranged, and I don't know, the therapist just said have a day off, so I think I'm gonna work tomorrow morning and just have the rest of the day off and get back on track. It's so frustrating because last week I felt amazing, like I do in general, like I feel so excited about the business, like it's nothing's going wrong, like nothing's bad. I've just had an incredible email from a big creator asking for a call for their YouTube channel. I've done loads of research this morning about like how to close, and I've been watching a couple of YouTube videos from people who I really admire in the business entrepreneur mindset space. So, and I've written loads of notes, and I can see not where I'm going wrong, but where I can grow and where I can learn in my conversations. So I will always be productive. I'm still being productive. I'm still being progressive. Like good things are still happening. It's just my head is not in the game. So it's honestly, it's just burning me a little bit this week. So I've got a couple of bits left to do on Small House. It's 2:30. A couple of bits left to do on Small House. I'm going to do those for the next half an hour, and then honestly I'm going to shut this laptop. I'm going to make soup. I'm going to make soup. I'm going to have an early dinner, and then I've got Pilates at 7, and I'm just going to switch off for the rest of today, because I can either put time into making myself feel better and like just pouring into myself a little bit, or I can push through and let this lull, whatever's happening, go on for another day or two, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm gonna do the prior and I'm gonna switch off and just have a little bit of a me afternoon, and hopefully we can get up and go again. I felt great this morning, I felt great. It's just, I don't know, it's really, really, really frustrating. We've had a turn of events. I have got changed and I'm gonna go for a run. I was meant to go for a run last night, but I was just knackered, to be honest. I've been training hard, as you've seen, and I've been in the gym every day, and I think I've just not overdone it, but my body was really tired yesterday. So I cancelled Pilates last night. I've got it tonight. So I'm gonna go for a 7k run, really slow. I'm gonna try and do it in 40 minutes. I saw one of my friends on Instagram last night did it in 35, which is crazy to me. So I'm going to try and do it in 40 minutes because that's my time, and then I'm hoping that's just going to make me feel a little bit better. Pilates tonight, and then I'm going to try and watch a new series tonight. I don't know what. I was going to start Breaking Bad, but that's a big commitment for me, and that is about a year-long investment of my time. It took me a year to watch Gossip Girl. It took me a year to watch something else as well. So I don't know if I've got it in me to start that, so I might start something shorter. So yeah, that's my night. 7k, I might check in afterwards, might not. 7k, Pilates, make soup before Pilates, and then switch off and watch something. I wasn't actually gonna vlog anything today, but it's Thursday afternoon, 5 o'clock. I've just switched off for the day, but I'm just checking in to say that I've just delivered the pitch that I have been working on for weeks. So I delivered it solo, and I'll be honest, I will be honest, I very nearly cancelled it. My confidence is on its fucking arse end this week. I don't know where it's gone. I am not like this. And I'm just really beating myself up. I've got no routine. All of my shit that I've put in place has just gone out of the window. I look like this. I went for coffee this morning on a walk with my friend, and we both work in the YouTube space, and he just comes over every now and again. Anyway, he messaged me a couple of hours ago basically saying, like, everything's gonna be fine, like, you just need one yes, like, you've got this, just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And I was like, oh, it's really that bad. I was that bad. I thought I covered it quite well, but obviously he knew. I'm fine, but I've totally lost all sense of direction, which I'm gonna sit in the morning and, like, one thing, I know I keep saying one thing that I'm learning, but one thing that I'm learning is you have to keep going back and looking at what's actually happening, because it's so easy to tell yourself, this is not going anywhere, like, I'm literally banging my head against a brick wall. I'm really not. Like, at this point, week 7, it's very normal, and actually, the conversations that I'm having with the brands I'm having, like, with the brands that I'm connecting with the creators that I'm connecting with, when I actually think about it, it's crazy, but I'm letting my head run away and be like, this is not working, I can't do this. And it's just so silly. So yeah, I've delivered the pitch and they were so receptive to it. I mean, it will like change my life. Like, it will really put me and the agency on the map if we get it, and if we get it off the ground. But I want to do it in stages. I don't want to, like, deliver this whole thing, but it will take like 6 to 8 months from this point to even get it anywhere. So it will be a slow process, and I'll bring you along with me. But I've done it, and honestly, I'm like friendly with the guy. Like, I know the guy, we've got a, I'm not friendly with him. We've got like an okay relationship, where I could have been like, I just need a few more days. I was so close to cancelling that meeting, so close. And I'm so grateful that I didn't. So yeah, another day in this fucking roller coaster that I willingly have decided to be on. What the hell? You can't describe, like everyone says to you when you start a business it's a roller coaster. I can't describe it. I feel so out of control, and I'm being so vulnerable but so real with you. I honestly feel like I'm doing my best, but everything's so out of my control. I don't know what is going on. What's going on? Help. By the way, I just realised you're probably thinking, why is she at home? Why is she not doing the pitch somewhere? The pitch is in another country. The channel runs from another country, so I can't go there yet. Do you know what? Strategic pitching for somewhere in another country, isn't it that? Because it's giving holiday season. But yeah, that's why I did the pitch from home, because obviously it's an important meeting and it's got a lot of like gravitas around it and a lot of substance around what we're actually pitching for. But I can't go because it's far away. It's far away in the yonder. Honestly, if I get this, I will be so, if I get any of them, honestly, but if I get this, I will be so fucking proud of myself. But oh, let's just keep our fingers and toes crossed. I've said it before and I will say it again. It's amazing what happens when you just spend an hour like getting ready. I'm also coming on to show off because it's Thursday night and I'm going for drinks. I told you I was going to Climate. And I love my outfit. Sorry, I stopped recording then. I just haven't dressed up like this in a hot minute. Like, I just feel nice. I feel cute. We've got a blazer, we've got jeans, we've got pointy little heels. This is an issue we need to sort out. I think because I'm tall and I wear low-rise pants and tops aren't long enough to cover my body, I need to try and get rid of this midriff. However, I quite like the look. So yeah, that is me. I've got a little wine there, red wine, because we're in red wine season officially. So yeah, I just thought I'd check in because the effort that you put into yourself, I was gonna make up some mindset line then. The effort that you put in is the effort you get out, which is true. But I feel like myself, I don't know what it is about hair and makeup. Don't you just feel so connected back to yourself when you do your hair and makeup nice? We've still got a bit of fluff going on, so honestly, any advice, please help me out, because we've had the rollers in today, so we're still fluffy, but it's looking better. But I just feel, I feel like myself and I feel relaxed and I like it. I like it. So yeah, I'm going out in 5 minutes. So I just thought I'd come in and show myself off because this week has been weeking. I actually forgot you existed for a moment. It is Friday afternoon and I have just come to a coffee shop in town. Had a really good morning. We're having a bit of I wouldn't say like a massive change of events, but I just feel way more back to me and on track and like know what I'm doing. Again, I can't remember if I said it yesterday, but I feel like I was really looking direction and where I was going, and I feel like I've got that back and I know how to make decisions again. It's so silly, like I think it's because it's just me doing this. It's so easy to like question it, but yeah, I'm just about to write my newsletter for the week. This is my setup. My little laptop, my matcha, because I'm still on one coffee, and I'm in So Marrakesh in Altrincham. So yeah, gorgeous little coffee spot, and yeah, I'm just going to crack on with my evening. I've got a 5 o'clock call today, which I don't ever do on a Friday, but it's an exciting one for some work through a different agency. So I've got that at 5. I'm going to crack on with some bits that I've got to do between now and then awesome weekend of gymming. I'm out all day on Sunday actually, but tonight and tomorrow wholesome day of just spending time with me, because although you see me spending a lot of time on my own, a lot of it's work or doing things for the business, and so So tonight is really about reconnecting, realigning and feeling good. Which I feel like I say a lot. I just like rinse and repeat the same things, but yeah. Anyway, if you sign up to my newsletter, you'll know what I'm writing on Monday. If not, then please subscribe. I will put a link in the comments. It is Friday, 5:30, and I'm listening to R&B. Not only R&B, I'm listening to Chris Brown, which I fully have boycotted him. Let me turn him off actually. I have fully boycotted him, but I will be honest, this week he's been back on a little bit, which is not okay really, but yeah, good week despite all of the neg. I don't know what it is, I don't know what the fuck has happened this week. However, we've had a really good day today. So I was in Marrakesh, you saw earlier, and then I've just had a call with another agency that want to bring me in and basically run a YouTube channel for them for a brand, which is a cool opportunity. I will say one thing about me that I've not actually spoken to you about yet. I'm quite cutthroat when it comes to work, and I don't know why that is. Well, I do, and I'll go into it another time. Story for another day. But I was just a bit brutal with him, and I can be like this in a work capacity, which I think you need, especially as a woman. I do think you need a bit of sass and a bit of direct combo about you. So had that. Before that, one thing, I know I say one thing a lot, but I have done get your words out, I have done like a big check-in on my, I won't show you it because there's giving too much away, but I've done a big check-in on my business and my divisions and where I am and my pipeline and my Notion board. I will tell you, I am the least organised human being when it comes to anything, and I don't know why, because I started my career in events management where you've obviously got to be organised. But I've got a Notion board, and that's where all my pipeline is, that's where all my conversations are happening, and I keep it really up to date. After every call I go in and I put my notes, and the Notion board's looking brilliant. I've got 3-4 really strong brand calls next week, Monday, Tuesday, so like we can start next week on a real high, I'm hoping. So this week's been good. Like the pitch, I was gonna say who it was then, I can't say who it is, because like if other people are doing what I'm doing and like competitors and stuff, some big dog agency can come and take all of my people, and I can't do that. It's my little hard work going on over here. So the pitch was definitely the biggest win of this week. What else has happened? Loads has happened. I think I've let my head get the better of me this week, and it is time of the month, and that's just what's happened, so we're not going to dwell on it, we're just going to get over it. But I've let my head take control a bit this week, so I kind of want to just do a bit more work on that, and then yeah. But a really good week, loads of learnings again, loads of progress again, loads of putting the feelers out and figuring things out again. So yeah, just another roller coaster of emotion. I don't even know how this vlog is going to come across, but Lord help me. Lord help me, and Lord help you for having to watch this. But yeah, it's Friday, it's 5:30. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to get sushi for my dinner tonight, which I'm really excited about. I haven't had a takeout for ages. And then run club in the morning. Don't know why I need to tell you what's going on my weekend, but run club in the morning. Then Sunday I've got yoga, brunch, and I'm going for a Sunday roast and a big walk. So really wholesome weekend with friends and being around people. I need to see people. This is a lonely ass journey. But yeah. Anyway, that's all I have got to say to you. So have a gorgeous weekend, and I will see you next week.